Have you ever woken up in the morning, sat on the edge of your bed, and just stared at the floor, wondering if your legs forgot how to leg overnight? Maybe your arms feel like you're lifting dumbbells just brushing your hair? You walk to the kitchen a little slower, not because it hurts, but because your body feels like it's running on low battery. If that sounds a little too familiar, you're definitely not alone. After the age of 60, it's totally normal to feel your strength gradually slipping away. But here's the twist. This muscle loss, called sarcopenia, isn't just some unavoidable part of aging. Nope. It's more about how we care for our bodies than how old we are. Now here's something you might not expect. Your muscles don't only grow stronger from what you do during the day. In fact, your body does its best repair work while you sleep. Yep, while you're off dreaming about beaches or chasing cats out of your garden, your muscles are trying to rebuild, renew, and recharge. But, and here's the key, they can only do that if they've got the right fuel. And that fuel doesn't come from just any midnight snack. It comes from specific, gentle, nourishing bedtime foods that quietly go to work while you do absolutely nothing. Sounds good, right? So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through 4 powerful natural bedtime foods that can help you fight muscle loss, restore strength, and wake up feeling a little more solid on your feet. And trust me, the last one, just 1 spoonful before bed. But its impact on your muscles might really surprise you. So grab your favorite cozy drink, maybe even a notepad, and stick with me till the end. You won't want to miss this. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Like this video, subscribe to Healthholic Master for more body-loving tips, and drop a comment below. Have you ever eaten something before bed that actually helped you feel stronger in the morning? Let's share our bedtime snack secrets. Let's begin with something soft, green, and a little fuzzy. Not your uncle's sweater, but the humble kiwi. It might look like nature's attempt at making a hairy egg, but inside that fuzzy little shell is a powerhouse of sleep support and muscle recovery. Most people think of kiwi as just a fun fruit for fruit salads or brunch plates, but let me tell you, when it comes to bedtime nutrition, kiwi deserves a spotlight of its own. Let me share a short story. A retired teacher named George, 74 years old and recently widowed, once told me over a cup of tea, "You know, I don't sleep through the night anymore. And when I wake up, I feel like I've just wrestled with the mattress all night." He wasn't in pain, just tired, drained, and stiff, like his limbs belonged to someone else. His legs didn't feel steady, and lifting his arms took more effort than it used to. Like most people, George assumed this was just part of aging. But I suggested one small change. Eat 2 kiwis about an hour before bedtime every night for 2 weeks. That's it. No pills, no supplements, just 2 little fruits. 2 weeks later, George returned with a smile. He said, "I don't creak like an old rocking chair anymore. My legs feel like they belong to me again." He had been falling asleep faster, sleeping deeper, and waking up with more energy. So what's going on in that fuzzy little fruit? For starters, kiwi contains natural melatonin, the sleep hormone your brain uses to regulate your sleep-wake cycle. While many people take melatonin supplements, kiwi offers a gentle, food-based version your body can absorb more naturally, without the groggy side effects. But here's the real magic. The deeper your sleep, the more time your body has to repair and rebuild your muscles. That's when the real recovery happens, not while you're at the gym, but while you're off in dreamland. Kiwi helps you get there. And it's not just melatonin doing the heavy lifting. Kiwi is packed with antioxidants like vitamin C and E, which reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, 2 of the biggest reasons our muscles feel sore and stiff as we age. Less damage means more energy for actual healing. And if you've ever woken up with one of those surprise calf cramps at 3 a.m., you'll love this. Kiwi is rich in potassium, which helps your muscles contract properly and reduces the risk of those painful nighttime spasms. Plus, despite its sweet taste, kiwi has a low glycemic index, meaning it won't spike your blood sugar. That makes it a great nighttime snack even for people managing diabetes or watching their insulin levels. It's also low in sodium, which is excellent for anyone keeping an eye on their blood pressure. So, how should you enjoy it? It's simple. Just peel 2 ripe kiwis and eat them about an hour before bed. Make it part of your wind-down routine, maybe while listening to soft music or flipping through a good book. It's a small act of self-care, but one that signals to your body, rest is coming, healing is on the way. Now, if you have a sensitive stomach or digestive issues, start with 1 kiwi and see how your body responds. For most people, though, kiwi is gentle, soothing, and surprisingly effective. So there you have it. The tiny fuzzy fruit that's quietly working night shifts to help you sleep deeper and wake up stronger. Don't underestimate the kiwi. It may be small, but it's mighty. And as we move forward, the next bedtime food might be even more surprising. So stick around, because we're just getting started. Now let's crack open a conversation, literally, because this next bedtime food might just be sitting quietly in your fridge right now. It's something we've all flipped, scrambled, poached, or hard-boiled at some point. Yep, I'm talking about the good old egg. You might associate eggs with sunny-side-up breakfasts or grandma's potato salad, but here's the surprise twist. Eating an egg before bed could be a game-changer, especially if you're over 60 and trying to stay strong, steady, and mobile. I know what you're thinking. Eggs? Before bed? Isn't that breakfast food? It's true. Eggs have long been breakfast royalty. But what if I told you that a humble egg in the evening could quietly support your muscles while you sleep without waking you up or weighing you down? Let's break it down. Eggs aren't just rich in protein. They're what nutritionists call a complete protein. That means they contain all 9 essential amino acids, the building blocks your muscles need to grow, repair, and stay firm. But here's the secret sauce. Eggs are especially high in leucine, the VIP of amino acids. Why leucine? Because it actually triggers your body's muscle-building switch, formerly known as muscle protein synthesis. In plain English, when you eat an egg, your body gets a memo that says, "Time to rebuild the biceps," even if those biceps are mostly used to carry grocery bags. Now, this is particularly important as we get older. You see, a 25-year-old can eat a handful of nuts and build muscle like magic. But after 60, our muscles become a little more, let's say, selective. They demand a higher quality and slightly larger dose of protein to get the same benefit. And that's where the egg shines like a golden yolk in the morning sun. Just one large egg contains about 6 grams of protein and over 500 milligrams of leucine, enough to spark real overnight muscle repair, especially if dinner was on the lighter side. And eggs don't stop there. They're also rich in vitamin D, which is essential for strong bones, muscle strength, and balance. And sadly, something many older adults are running low on. If you're not catching much sunshine these days, your body will thank you for that yolk. Plus, eggs are packed with choline, a nutrient that keeps your nerves firing and your brain sharp so you can move and think with more ease. But wait, I hear you whisper, what about the cholesterol? Ah yes, the old egg debate. For years, eggs were unfairly villainized, but modern science has flipped that story. Unless your doctor says otherwise, 1 egg a day is generally safe for most people. And it may even raise your good HDL cholesterol, the kind that helps your heart. So unless you're scarfing down a dozen at midnight, please don't. Eggs are not the enemy. They're an ally. Now, how you cook your egg matters. Soft-boiled, poached, or gently scrambled in olive oil, these methods keep the nutrients intact and go easy on digestion. Skip the heavy butter fry-ups or the salt shaker attack. Your stomach and blood pressure will thank you. And if chewing has become a chore, a soft egg is practically effortless to eat. It's like a warm hug in protein form. Let me tell you about someone special. Lean, a sweet 68-year-old I met at a wellness workshop. Always smiling, always handing out bananas to everyone, but she had one complaint. I wake up and my legs feel like spaghetti, not even al dente, just mush. She'd stopped eating at night, hoping it would improve her sleep. But instead, her mornings were wobbly and weak. I suggested just 1 poached egg before bed, not a feast, just a little warm fuel. 2 weeks later, she found me, smiling bigger than ever. I don't feel like jelly anymore. I feel stable, like I'm standing on my own legs again. That's the power of smart nighttime nourishment. It's not about eating a full meal at 9 p.m. It's about giving your body just enough of the right ingredients to repair, rebuild, and restore while you rest. Your body does the work. You just need to hand it the right tools. And sometimes, that tool is as simple as an egg. Let's turn the spotlight now to something you probably wouldn't expect. Something small, humble, maybe even hiding in the back of your pantry next to the cinnamon, or behind that half-used jar of peanut butter. Yep, I'm talking about pumpkin seeds. Those tiny green powerhouses, also known as pepitas, might look unassuming, but they are one of the most underrated, overlooked, and quietly brilliant bedtime foods out there. And if you've ever woken up feeling like your legs were replaced with wooden planks overnight, this one's for you. Let me tell you about Harold. He's 72, a retired gardener with hands that look like they could still dig up a tree without breaking a sweat. Salt of the earth kind of guy. But Harold had a problem. Every morning, he told me, I wake up with my legs feeling tight and sore, like I've been working all night in my sleep. We looked over his evening routine, his meals, sleep habits, everything, and one thing jumped out: magnesium. Or rather, the lack of it. Magnesium is what I like to call the body's relaxation mineral. It helps muscles unwind, nerves calm down, and tension melt away. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can stay partially tense even as you sleep, which is why you might wake up sore even after a full 8 hours. And here's where pumpkin seeds shine. Just 1 ounce gives you around 37% of your daily magnesium needs. That's impressive for such a tiny bite. But magnesium is just the beginning. Pumpkin seeds also contain tryptophan, an amino acid your body converts into serotonin and then into melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. While tryptophan alone isn't a knockout punch, pairing it with magnesium creates a powerful 1-2 combo for better, deeper rest. And better sleep means more growth hormone release, more muscle repair, and more natural recovery, while you lie comfortably under the covers. There's more. Pumpkin seeds are also a great source of plant-based protein, offering about 7 grams per ounce, along with healthy fats that slow digestion. That's a recipe for a slow and steady release of amino acids throughout the night, which is exactly what aging muscles need for repair and strength. Think of it as time-release nutrition, fuel for your muscles while you sleep. Now you might be wondering, how should you eat them at night? It's simple. A tablespoon or 2 is all you need. You can eat them plain, sprinkle them over a bit of plain Greek yogurt for an added protein kick, or lightly toast them in a dry pan to bring out their natural nutty flavor. Just make sure they're unsalted, because sodium before bed can throw off your blood pressure and your sleep. Oh, and let's not forget the zinc. Pumpkin seeds are also a great source of this mineral, which is essential for cell repair, immune support, and hormone regulation. This is especially important for men over 60, as zinc plays a role in maintaining healthy testosterone levels, which directly impacts muscle mass and strength. All of that, packed into a seed. Nature doesn't waste space. But keep in mind, pumpkin seeds are calorie-dense. That doesn't mean they're bad. It just means a small portion is more than enough. Think of them not as a snack, but as a nightly tonic for your muscles, your recovery, and your rest. A crunchy little ritual to help you wake up feeling refreshed, mobile, and ready to face the day. And now, stay with me, because next we're revealing the final quiet champion of bedtime strength. It's not sweet, not crunchy, and definitely not flashy. But what it lacks in flair, it more than makes up for in power. Now, if there's one food that truly earns its keep while you sleep, quietly rebuilding the muscle that time keeps trying to sneak away with, it's this one: cottage cheese. Yep, I said it. Cottage cheese. Before you scrunch your face or mutter, "Isn't that something my grandma used to eat with peaches in the 60s?" Hear me out. Because beneath that humble, lumpy texture lies one of the most powerful science-backed muscle-repairing bedtime snacks out there, especially after 60, especially before bed. Here's why. Cottage cheese is loaded with casein protein, a special kind that digests slowly. Not fast like the protein in eggs or chicken, but calm, steady, marathon style. It releases amino acids gradually over several hours, keeping your muscles gently fed all night long like a slow IV drip of strength. And that's huge, because nighttime is when your body hits repair mode. But if your bloodstream is low on amino acids, your body might actually break down muscle just to fuel its nightly housekeeping. That's not rest. That's a reverse workout. Now picture this: a small bowl of cottage cheese before bed, giving your body exactly what it needs to repair, restore, and rebuild, all while you're off in dreamland. No blood sugar spikes, no tummy grumbles, just quiet nourishment doing important work. My dear friend Martha, 76 and full of fire, had started feeling like her legs were betraying her. Stairs felt steeper, cars felt lower. Her doctor shrugged and blamed aging, but Martha wasn't having it. We made just one tiny change: a few spoonfuls of low-fat cottage cheese 30 minutes before bed. 3 weeks later, she smiled and told me, "It's like my body finally got the memo." She was waking up steadier, more energized, the kind of difference that doesn't scream, but speaks volumes. And let's not forget, cottage cheese is rich in leucine, that muscle-activating amino acid we mentioned with eggs. But unlike the egg's fast firecracker energy, cottage cheese is the slow-burn candle. It doesn't just light the way, it stays lit. Bonus, it's low in carbs, won't mess with your blood sugar, and may even help stabilize it overnight. Diabetics and pre-diabetics? This one's your ally. Concerned about sodium? Grab the low-sodium kind. Watching saturated fat? Stick to the 1% or low-fat versions. They're everywhere now. Worried it'll taste like lumpy sadness? Don't. You can dress it up. Add a few banana slices, a pinch of cinnamon, or a spoonful of mashed kiwi. Make it yours, but keep it light. This isn't dinner. It's a bedtime signal to your body. Here's what you need. Now go do your magic. And here's the real beauty of it. No prep, no pans, no dishes, no 5-minute blender meltdown. Just open, scoop, and nourish. It's the most low-maintenance health decision you'll make all day. Honestly, for muscles after 60, it's like a goodnight kiss from the inside. So many people think getting strong again means overhauling their entire life, signing up for gym boot camps, tracking macros, buying supplements with names that sound like Transformers. But here's the truth. Strength after 60 is about consistency, not complexity. It's about knowing what your body needs and when to give it. And when it comes to nighttime recovery, a little cottage cheese is like wrapping your muscles in a warm blanket and whispering, "I've got you." So now that we've walked this gentle evening path together, take a deep breath. You don't need to flip your life upside down. You don't need a new identity or a PhD in nutrition. Just keep making small, smart, nourishing choices. Because strength doesn't come from big, flashy changes. It comes from quiet habits that stick, and cottage cheese just might be your new bedtime best friend. What your body really craves after 60 isn't a complicated fitness routine or a pantry full of powders that taste like chalk. It's something far more sustainable, thoughtful, consistent little choices made with care. And tonight, that choice could be as simple as peeling a kiwi, boiling an egg, savoring a spoonful of cottage cheese, or letting a few pumpkin seeds melt like tiny health bombs on your tongue before the lights go out. These aren't just bedtime snacks. They're love letters to your future self. They whisper, "Hey, I've got your back." They feed your muscles, soothe your nervous system, support deeper sleep, and set the stage for stronger, steadier mornings. Each quiet ritual is your body's nightly reminder that you still matter. You're still strong, and you're still very much in the game. Because here's a little secret most people never hear after 60. Muscle loss isn't your destiny. It's not some automatic aging tax. It's reversible. It's preventable. And no, you don't have to become a gym rat or eat like a bodybuilder to fight it. All it takes is giving your body what it's gently been asking for, not with a megaphone, but with simple, loving steps. Think of it like tucking your strength into bed each night with a warm blanket and a wink. So tonight, instead of slipping under the covers and wondering if your best days are behind you, know this. Your body is rebuilding, cell by cell, while you sleep. Strength isn't gone. It's waiting for a little attention and the right bedtime snack. If this video gave you a spark of hope, a new idea, or just made you smile thinking about spoon-feeding your muscles, I'd love to hear from you. Seriously, what bedtime food are you most curious to try? Cottage cheese, kiwi, pumpkin seeds, or something totally unexpected? Drop it in the comments below. I read every word, and your story might just inspire someone else in our Healthholic Master fam. And hey, if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video, give that subscribe button a friendly tap, and join our little corner of the internet where aging doesn't mean shrinking. It means rising stronger, wiser, and more connected than ever before. Until next time, sleep sweet, snack smart, and wake up like the powerhouse you are. You've earned it.